Well, hello. I'm holding it with my hand this time. I hope I don't sway too much. I need to get a gimbal or something because I don't want to make you seasick here, but I wanted to get in here and show you some things. I wanted you to notice, can you, by the way, how green and healthy everything looks? Well, that's the tomato I need to plant, but in general, I'll take you by and show you different things I want you to see, but I'm wanting to make a point here. As we go through, notice that, oh, there's a big mess everywhere with little bits and pieces. I've been trying to spend a little extra time with each plant and see what it was needing, but also because I was adding coffee grounds. I am out of the Miracle Grow Blues. We don't do that anymore. We are all organic, but this is all from coffee grounds. Oh, I got new growth too. But I spent time with each plant and I gave them some coffee grounds and made sure they had enough water and everything. And see my cilantro, well, he's looking the other way. I moved him so he can turn back around. But he should be blooming soon. But the cilantro, it does make a nice, it was missing something here. It just had this. So, ooh, look how long it's gotten. That's nice. But yeah, I was missing something up here. And it should get really pretty pink flowers all over it. And even my spider plant up here is doing wonderfully. I took them all down and I soaked them and I gave them a little trim and everything, you know, because spring is coming. And I just think that they're looking really nice and healthy. And this one here, oh my goodness. If you have these succulents that you grow, you need to have these little tweezers. Can you see? Can you see all that dead growth there? Because if you try to pick it off with your fingers, you'll end up picking off. I almost did it. Sorry. See? They're so thinly on there, you'll end up pulling them off. So you need to get like little tweezers or little surgical little plier things. And I've taken a lot of the deadness out of here because it'll kill it. But this one here, yeah, I pulled him off on accident. So he's going to be a new plant. But I was wanting them to vine out like they're going to and come out this way, but I needed to take all the dead leaves off of there. So I'm working on that. But I've got little tweezers I'm using. I need to get the surgical tweezers, and that should be really good. But he's coming along nicely. Now, we got a new growth. The Kosmic Kactus. Christopher. And look at here. The flamingo's about to bloom again. So, yeah, that's just utterly amazing. That's a Thanksgiving cactus. So I'm happy. And my succulents are doing well. Everybody looks really healthy. He is so interesting, isn't he? That's a lipoth, a stone succulent. I've always thought he was so cute. I call him Hermie. He is just the cutest little thing. And see, everyone is so super happy. Now the succulents didn't really get, they didn't get their caffeine boost. I didn't really put the whole lot of coffee grounds in with them because I don't water them as often. But they all seem to be happy. Sorry about all the little mess everywhere. I've been working on this stuff nonstop. And this is my Bromeliad. See, it's just about ready to change color. It'll turn like a bright, brilliant orange, almost like a neon orange. And it's a very slow grower. But can you see how it's starting to change? And I'm hoping, because it needs to give me some new babies down here, pups. That's how it lives on. This was a pup to the mama plant. This plant will eventually die, unfortunately. But if it has little pups on here we could take, that's what we always hope for. They're not there yet. As it gets bigger, then we'll separate that and we'll have plants that live on. This is in the air fern family. Well, anyway, they almost are like cactus in a way, but not really. But they don't live forever. And if they don't put off new babies, then they're gone. And this guy here, well, he just amazes me. This is my Cosmic Cactus. I thought he would die because he got spray painted. But look at that. Look at all of that growth. Oh, he's inside of a salsa. I have my pots resting in salsa dishes and stuff, you know, because it makes it easier. They don't get a water ring around things. But look at that. That's impressive. I thought it was going to die, but he just keeps on putting on new growth. So we might start thinking about getting him a bigger pot. There's a few of them I'm thinking that with, but I want to see if there's a few that can get along to live together. You know, and I can make a nice little pot with a few of them in there. He's not setting well. Alrighty then. This one isn't doing well. It's my croton. I'm going to put him up here with the succulents up here. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea with one hand. Because I don't think he's been getting enough water. He's looking like he's getting a little wilty, but he has water. Because this is one of those self-watering pots. So I'm hoping by moving him up here, he just needed more sun, but they don't really need a lot of sun, so I'm curious. And what a beautiful plant. Oh, it is. If you ever have a chance to get one, this is a bird's nest fern. Well, let me put it back down. I mean, it's just amazing. And it'll just keep getting bigger and bigger. Look at all the new little prawns in there it has. Oh, it's so delicate, but look at it's getting burnt. So, yeah, it's a constant, I'm constantly moving them around. But, you know, even if you had the plants outside and you brought a new plant home, you'd have to move it around to different areas of your yard till you found the place that was happy. It wasn't getting too much sun, or, you know, it wasn't sitting there not getting enough. So he's really grown. I really love him. And the pink princess is going to have to be cut. I said that the last time, didn't I? Yep. But see, she's just over extending her little pole here. So what I'm going to do is cut her and maybe make a few plants for people. But I'm going to end up putting what I cut off of her back down here, because they don't really have a lot of a root system in there as much as they do coming up here, to where they can share and get along, and then it'll make it fuller looking coming up. See how it's kind of long and spindly and lonely there? Kind of awkward looking sometimes. Well, I can make it look fuller as it's coming up, especially if I put one on each side, so it'll look a little fuller. So we're going to do that together. But I'm really pleased with the way she's come along. This really amazes me. My mother gave me this, a little tiny sprig in a pot. And it loves it in here. A 1200 watt light, and it is so happy. We need to deadhead this one. You always need to deadhead them. They'll come back. But look at that. That is pretty doggone impressive. Yeah, I moved a couple of more things out of this one. I think I've gotten what ones will live in here well. And look at this. See? They're starting to really take off. You see the new growth. So they look to be very happy. My little ear fern is still hanging in there. He gets watered every 2 weeks, misted thoroughly. So see, everyone They like the, these are all under the same 1200 watt light. And we're going to have to cut this one back. It's one of my cilantro. And while it's healthy in some ways, yeah, we need to cut it back. We need to replant this. Yeah, I may do it with you. I think I've done that before. It's real easy to do. Basically, we're just going to cut it, you know. Probably needed a little bit more water than it had. And there you have a new plant. As a matter of fact, he can come live in here. He'll be happy. He'll be really happy. But anyway, I gotta fix that. This is like my little hospital area. But the ones that I've repotted, like this one, and this one, because they were all in here with my mixed, and I left the ones in here that were doing well, but some of them I thought would do better on their own, like this guy. He's like the Cosmic Cactus, only this is him in his original form. And I love this. I don't know why, but I put this, didn't I put a little piece? Oh yeah, this piece fell off. Oops. So I'm just seeing if I can root it or not, because I don't want to throw it away. And it looked like it was getting new life there. So we're just going to leave it there and see. A lot of times the succulents, you just leave them there and you'll see if they root. And my lipoths, I swear, it's like a dog-eat-dog world here. Only the strong survive. Sometimes I come in and I'll be missing one. I'm like, did you eat the other one? But, see, can you tell? See, he's multiplying. This one is multiplying. I think these are so interesting. They're lipoths, and they're one of my most interesting plants. I have some of my seed coming up that I put in. I'm hoping that that one over there is watermelon. So that's basically where I'm at, is reseeding everything. Along with my cilantro, it bolted. But look, my asparagus. Oh, I just find that to be so interesting. I don't know how many years it's going to take, but we reseeded in here for cilantro. This is always impressive to me. I hope you can hear me in here. Ah, there's a lot of wind, that's for sure. These I left on here to show you. I'm going to take them off. Because when it gets bent, let me see if I can find where it got bent. Do you see that bend? Right there? Yep, I'm going to have to cut this. Because when it bends like that, these, they won't get any bigger, ever. These aren't cherry tomatoes, and they're hard. Let me see if I can take one off and show you. Oh, well, they look like they're soft, but they're not. They're kind of hard, apple-like. Where here, where it hasn't gotten bent, no, yeah, I'm pretty proud of that, actually. So, yeah, they're doing much, much better. I'm telling you, coffee grounds are the way to go. Absolutely. I wish I would have known that sooner. Oh, yeah, see these ones? They're on a bent one, too. You can tell. Because they're kind of hard, and they're never going to get any bigger. So, yeah, I'll cut them back. It's okay. It'll come back up. And I'll have lots of tomatoes to show you the next time, too, probably. Anyway, it's already springtime here, and I didn't really have much more to say to you on this. It is so loud, it is impossible to hear me in here. I'm going to show you how to do the water drip irrigation. It'll water itself. What I mainly am going to have to do is come in and keep filling up the bucket, because it will go off automatically by itself every day at a certain time and water exactly how much it needs to water. Now you have yourselves a lovely day, and I will as well. I got a lot of work to do. I'll be talking to you later. Bye.